Guys, is this thing on?
Oh, shut up. Whatever.
Presenting the Dead Eye Overshare podcast.
Just say it.
What is up, besties? It is your host, Zoe, and I'm back with another motherfucking episode on the Did I Overshare podcast today. I got sick again. Literally woke up last Monday with the fucking, a 101 fever. You know who got me sick? We already know. Miji, of course. But, yeah, I'm getting over it. I'm able to speak today. I don't feel bad anymore. It's just whether I was gonna cough or snorf and all that extra shit. But I think I'm fine. And if I do, then clearly I'll cut it out. But I think I'm fine. But I miss you guys so much, and I hope you are doing well. Today's episode is how to learn when to be quiet, or aka, girl, when do I need to shut the fuck up, right? Or I should be learning how to shut the fuck up. And since this podcast is called the Did I Overshare podcast, I would like to preface this at first saying, does this mean that I'm going against what I'm saying? No, because I 100%, I am a Did I Overshare girly. I'm always oversharing, and I think I always will. But I think there are boundaries in healthy oversharing when it comes to it. And my first episode that I ever made on this channel was for the besties who overshare, and that was kind of guiding you a safe way on to protect yourself when you're oversharing, benefits, cons, pros, the whole 4-9, the 9 yards, whatever the fuck it's called. But that's what I'm trying to say. But in this time of life, I feel like it is vital that we know that not everybody needs to know our business, and it is important for us to learn how to shut the fuck up, truly, for growth at least. And truly, when you learn how to shut the fuck up, those blessings flow. And oh my gosh, I have seen an abundance of it because I have learned how to be quiet, the master of closing my mouth. And it has been rewarding for me, honestly. But that doesn't mean I still don't overshare. I overshare when it's fun, when it's happy, when I'm lollygagging, or I have an abundance of information that I want to share with people, yada, 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 But I say this and I make this episode because not everyone needs to know your every move, your every mistake, your every accomplishment, or any of your fucking business, to be honest. And I feel like when things tend to go bad for us, we'd like to voice it. Not, well, maybe so we can get sympathy from other people, or mainly just so other people can understand us, our viewpoint, and agree with us that this situation was fucked up. But you have to realize, if you give people access to your every mistake, people have their best selves in favor. So they honestly might use that against you at some point. If you tell everybody your every accomplishment and they don't want the best for you, that is going to backfire, And like I said, any of your fucking business, to be honest, people don't need to know it. Facebook doesn't need to know it. And I see that a lot nowadays on social media. I feel like everybody gets on social media and they just say shit. I just feel like maybe we could write that down in a diary, or say that somewhere else. Granted, I'm all for being open and everything like that, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll be opening up Facebook and it'd be like, man, bro, I suck dick like crazy. And I'm just like, girl, what the fuck? Delete this shit. Why the fuck would you post that? Or it's like, man, fuck my baby daddy because he just cheated on me with this bitch last night. Yada, yada, yada. I'm about to go tear up his car. Well, first of all, why are you snitching on yourself like that? Second of all, this is embarrassing for you because the next week you're going to go back. Girl, delete it. Delete it. People do not need that much access to you. And I'm telling you that now. Do not run to Snapchat or run to Instagram or anywhere else to reflect on these things that happen to you. Granted, a funny story is always a fucking funny story, and I will always be there. And I'm messy as fuck. I'm nosy as fuck. I'm going to like the video. I'm going to be so honest. But you can't expect that much growth in your life if this is what you're publicizing. Pop out here and there, or pop out all the time if you want. But people do not need to know what's happening in your personal life every single day, because people feed off your misery. Even if they are a friend, a parent, or anything of the such, they may feed on it, which in turn makes your luck and your situation overall worse at the end of the day. Because they are putting hateful energy into your business, which can stop things from coming. It can delay blessings, or it can stop them altogether, And I've seen this personally, with myself, it's happened to me so much. When I start telling people too much of something that I know or what's happening or like just anything about me, and I see it suddenly stopping or I see it like fading away and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It's because maybe these people I am telling are like, damn, I don't want her to get this promotion over me. I don't want her to get this much more money than me. I don't want her to do this. I don't think she deserves that. I don't think, and that's manifesting that energy as well. That contradicts everything that you have going, like working for you. So it's vital for you to be quiet on it. That's not their business, truthfully. Like, I catch myself seeing things for how they truly are now. And the more time, I'm going to be honest, the more time I spend in silence and the more time I stop talking, I observe 10 times more. And I've always been like an observer. Like, I've always seen shit that's going on. And I very much overthink into it. Like, I really look deeply within shit. So it's like I really, really overserve. No, not overserve. I observe. I don't know what the fuck that word was. But anyway, now that I am not the one doing all the talking, I can watch the behaviors of the people who are talking. And I promise you, once you start doing that and you start seeing, people start slipping up. People start saying shit and you're like, damn, you really feel like that, gang? Or like, damn, what the, like, what? What? Because the more you let people talk about themselves and you're silent and you're not giving them anything back, they're just going to keep rambling. They're going to keep rambling and rambling and rambling, and they're going to slip up. And if they slip up and it like shows out like bad intentions for you or like backhanded compliments, backhanded remarks and just shit like that, that's when you really start seeing shit. You have to learn how to shut up sometimes and just watch and just see and just listen and take it in and think and reflect on somebody else's behavior, because it doesn't matter if they're your best friend or anything. They cannot be the right person for you. They could honestly be so malicious, even if they don't like intend to be. They are, and it's not beneficial in the long run, you know? When others don't know my situation and like sometimes they assume the worst because that's what they see and that's what I talk about, it kind of reflects on you too. Like if I'm going in to public and I'm telling everybody about these fucked up things that happen, this trauma, yada yada, they see me as this person. They see me as that. They don't see me as this hardworking woman who is striving. Now some people do. Like when they see that, they see resilience and they see yada yada yada. But you don't want people to see you just for a sob story. You don't want people to see you based off your pain, based on your failures, based on whatever the fuck you're putting out there, whatever agenda you're pushing on yourself. People do not need to have that view of you. Granted, I will always say it doesn't matter how people view you, but in a way it does. Now that we're trying to elevate ourselves and put ourselves in more professional settings and grow as humans and, you know, reach success and be in the rooms we're supposed to be in, you want people to know what they need to know that has the best interest for you. You could have so many things that are falling apart behind the curtains. Keep your shit together up front. Fall apart when you get home. Fall apart with the love of your life, your significant other, whether the love of your life be your best friend, your mom, your dad, whoever the fuck it may be. You can fall apart with them. Know it is safe like that. But you don't need to fall out for the whole world to see. You don't. Because nobody wants to see it. I'm going to be honest with you. And I had to get over that myself. I feel like I wanted sympathy for so long about what had happened to me, even if it was from fucking anyone. No, I don't want you to view me as this girl who, like, that's my story. That's who I am. No. And now I portray myself as a woman. I want to be seen. I want to be seen as this creative, insanely intelligent, cool-ass bitch, for real. Like, I'm going to be honest. When I put myself out there, I go for a cool-ass bitch, a smart person, a friendly, kind woman. Like, I don't want, when I first meet somebody off the bat, me to be talking shit because I'm overwhelmed about a situation I had with this person or about this, and I just come off straight as negative. I'm heavy, I'm loud with it, and I'm just like, well, damn. Because we all know that feeling when we're done oversharing. We walk away and we're like, ugh, why didn't I shut the fuck up? And you just start, and you're just like, fuck. Now I said too much. I just fucked up the whole vibe. Why the fuck did I say that? Now they know this about me. Yada, yada, yada. Just like a train wreck, like overall. Because we know we shouldn't be saying certain shit, and we do it in the heat of the moment because we want to feel heard, right? I also see myself now, like, often being quiet mid-sentence. Like, I'll stop mid-fucking sentence because I'm like, actually, shut up. That doesn't need to be said. They don't need to know this. Like, I'll literally just be mid-conversation. I'm like, yeah, but what are you doing? How's your day? Yada, yada, yada. Like, to try to change the topic because I'm like, actually, I don't feel like this is a safe space to say that. And even if I do, I'm like, maybe it doesn't need to be said. You know what? Maybe they don't need to know this information about me. I should probably keep this to myself. Even if it's the smallest thing or the biggest thing, keep it to yourself. People don't need to know how much money you have, if you're late on your bills, if like you just got cheated on and did somebody dirtball, or you cheated, or you made this fucked up decision, yada, yada, yada. People don't need to know that. People do not need to know the weakest things about you unless there's somebody you actively can reflect with and people who want to see you grow and to elevate your life overall. A lot of people don't. I'm going to be honest. And you cannot tell all of your business and then be surprised when people use it against you. I literally had to teach myself this, and I'm still teaching myself this, but it's something I've dealt with my entire life. I've always, when I mean always had my issues thrown in my face by everyone, even if they were my bestest friend in the whole world, and I lay my life down on the line for them. But it gets to the point where I'm like, this person wouldn't even be able to judge me if my big mouth ass didn't tell my business. Dead ass. Like, they wouldn't be able to say shit if I ain't say shit. So whose fault is it now? Now we're both sitting here looking like dumbasses. And, okay, but first of all, I'm going to go back. Somebody who loves you would never throw what the fuck you did in your face. Let's leave it there. Like, let's say that. But also know who the fuck you're talking to. A lot of these behaviors and a lot of these tendencies from these type of people can be picked up on if you're quiet enough to pay attention. Watch how they speak about others. Watch how they move. And just observe. I'm telling you, just fucking observe. Because the way I'm just silently falling out of people's lives, and I'm just like, all right, I've seen what the fuck I've needed to see, and I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it, okay? And now I say this with the understanding that there are people you can vent to and trust, always, but know that your weaknesses and your faults cannot be used against you if no one knows about them. You can know about them yourselves. God can know about them. Your ancestors can know about them. Your cat can know about them. Anybody, you know? But not the whole world needs to know. And I have this issue, especially because I work in retail. I work in customer service. So it's like when I'm checking out people, I'm a yapper. Bitch, we all know I'm talking. And I tend to want to just connect with people. Like, I'm a huge connector. Like, I always want to make a fucking connection. We're cool, bitch. You're from here. I know somebody from there. Yada, yada, yada. We're yapping it up. I'm trying to be homegirls. You're cute as fuck. Let's hang. Yada, yada. No. Zoe, please relax. You don't know that girl. You don't know that man. Relax. What the fuck do they say? Stranger danger. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up. They don't need to know your hometown, your connection with your mom, why the fuck you moved here, yada, yada, yada. You're like, they don't need to know that shit, please. So now I see myself, I'm just like, hey. And then, like, I see myself, like, especially now that I do this, I really pick up a lot of these funky ass, and I'm not going to want to say the people, I'm not going to say that. But anyway, like, these funky ass people that just be coming in line, I'm looking at you like, oh, you're a fucking cunt, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're welcome. Thank you. Like, hello, bye. You know how many times I have people come up in line and they're just throwing their card in my face? First of all, why are you handing me your debit card? Bitch, you don't see the Yeah, now you look fucking stupid. Why don't you have any fucking manners? Why are you talking to me like I'm just a wall and I'm not actually a fucking human? Retail, I would never recommend retail ever. Maybe it's a good, like, life learning experience, especially in your 20s, but holy fuck. You meet the nastiest people, and let it be a fucking holiday. Let it be a fucking holiday, okay? Like, I don't know, like, it just really overwhelms me when I catch myself in situations where I'm talking, and I don't need to be. Hold on, I'm texting Michi because I'm like, get your fucking cat. He's trying to get in the door, but I tried to let his ass in here multiple times to, like, sit in here with me. And he didn't want to. Every time I put him on the bed, he just ran out the fucking room. So I'm like, all right, dude, fuck you. Now the door's been closed for like 40 minutes and he just keeps scratching on it. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. But like getting the feeling after, like I said, like after you overshare and you're just like, please let me shut up because, oh my gosh, close your mouth. And I'd feel like that all the time because clearly we know that I just wanted someone to listen. Don't we all? Don't we all? But not specifically them, which will lead to these bad perceptions of you, these bad vibes, and these bad intentions, you know? Because maybe you can't talk to the person you actually need to. But like a helpful tool for this, like I said, is journaling. That's something, it's hard for me to journal. It truly is. Just because my thoughts move so goddamn fast, I sit myself, like I'm going over my words like fucking crazy. It's a mess. My hand starts to hurt. But I do talk to myself a lot. And within talking to yourself, my ancestors talk back to me. God talks back to me. And I'm like, damn, y'all ate me up. I knew I should have shut the fuck up. Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. And then I'm talking to myself. But speaking out loud allows me to also reflect on what I've done for the day, whether it be good, bad, or any of, the sorts. Talking to myself really allows that. And I know some people really view that like insane. It's not. I like being reflective with myself and analyzing my thoughts and seeing how I can be a better human. Because the next episode I want to make is how we can see our own shortcomings. Because I had an incident recently where I was joking with someone and then yada, 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 the next day comes and someone reflects and they're like, oh, well, that's how you made this person feel. And I'm just like, oh, damn, did I come off as an asshole? I didn't mean to. And I'm like, well, fuck. Well, let me go apologize because I really hope they didn't take it that way. And I said thank you. It wasn't really receptive well, but I was like, thank you. Because I think it is important that people correct us when we make those kind of mistakes and shit like that. So there's a lot of strength in taking advice, listening to yourself, and also reflecting on it and knowing when to know your wrongs and shortcomings. That's why I really want to make that episode next week. I just think that's so important, but it's also important to thank people when they do that because it's not an attack on your character. These people want to see you grow, right? You want to see you grow. And it takes a lot to acknowledge when you've made a fault or when you've done wrong, especially by someone else. Especially when it's like a simple thing that's just hurting somebody's feelings. That is when it's a lot. But also, start your own YouTube channel. No, you don't need to be this insanely famous YouTuber. Have fun with it. Be creative. Do what you want. Talk to yourself. Cook. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Talk to your comfort person. I will always, Michi don't even gotta talk back. I'm just gonna yap all fucking day. Talk to your pets. I talk to the cats, to the dogs all the time. But learn when to shut up. Please. If you get a raise, celebrate. But not everybody needs to know that. If you're like in the lead up for a new raise, you just applied for this bigger position. Not everybody needs to know that. Not everybody has the best intentions for you. You have some shit going on. You're starting your own business. You're doing this. Not everybody needs to know that. Not everybody has the best intentions with you. And especially if you're like giving somebody your game plan about what you're going to do, what you're going to name, your business, your book, yada, yada, yada. And then they end up stealing it. Or they end up stealing your whole idea or anything like that. Be quiet. Let your creativity, let your thought process, let your emotions, everything you do speak for itself. Let it speak for itself. Stop giving people information that they don't need. Like, it doesn't matter how they see your character or how cool they think you are or how cool you want them to think you are. And I have that issue. And I think that's why I tend to overshare so much. I want people to think I'm this cool bitch and I know everything. I'm well versed and I have good music taste. I can dress. I can do this, yada, yada. It doesn't matter what the fuck these people think about me. It doesn't. It's how I reflect myself because at the end of the day, I can say all this and they hear one thing about me and it's all against. These people aren't my people. It does not matter what the fuck they think about me. It doesn't. So I don't need to waste my time. You don't need to waste your time oversharing and complicating things to the point where they don't need to be fucking complicated. Because now you look like this bitch who don't shut the fuck up, which is cool. Because I am a bitch who doesn't shut the fuck up. And if you're here on the Did I Overshare podcast, you might be one too. You might be one too. That's okay. Just know the right moment when to. Right? like I say all the time, shut that shit up. Shut that shit up and shut it up now. I'm not going to tell you again. And if you needed this message, please take it. Do not take it with a grain of salt either. Take this bitch fully in and be silent in every situation until you learn how to balance it and control it appropriately, right? This is not the time to delay your blessings because you are giving the wrong people access, right? Silence is also a response. In a lot of situations, your silence is the response. Truthfully, it is. And I'm not about to elaborate on that. But the more I seen this quote, and it was a Bible verse. And I don't read the Bible. I don't do that. Sometimes maybe I'll read some Psalms, but like I'm not really deeply into it. But I seen this verse that it really stuck with me, and I was like, damn, that, because I seen it on Twitter and I retweeted it. But it was something like this. I don't know the exact verse, but it was like, the more you open your mouth, the more you talk, the more sin is free, the more you freely sin, or something like that. And you can really see this when you're gossiping. The more you just keep talking with someone and you're talking, y'all are caking it the fuck up, you'll start seeing yourself slip up. You'll start saying shit you don't want to see, like here, and you'll start saying shit that's going to backfire. Like you're going to walk away and you're like, damn, she didn't need to know that. She didn't need to know them people's business. She didn't need to know that drama. She didn't need to know this was happening. No, because then that shit starts spreading, and that's just going to backfire on you, and you're going to look like a messy ass bitch, right? And like that, it's shit like that happens so much, especially when we feel like we're comfortable with the person and we just keep talking and talking and talking. The more you talk, the more you end up saying shit you wish you didn't, right? And that's all I really have to say for this episode. I want you guys to learn when to speak and when to not to speak. There's a right time for everything. Learn it. Learn it. Not everybody needs access to you. Not everybody should have access to you. People, especially this year, with how much is going on, keep things to yourself, keep things to your chest, keep things in your tight-ass circle, and let shit flow. You'll start seeing so much happen in your life once you learn how to simply be quiet. When you simply learn how to favor you and favor your ideas. But I definitely would recommend talking to yourself out loud, because it really helps you see the way you think. Because sometimes when I catch myself speaking out loud, I'm like, ooh, I didn't like how I said that. I didn't like how I worded that. That came off bitchy, or that came off insincere. Please. And then I'll work on it. Or like I get to see my thoughts out loud, and I get to see them working and see them growing and developing. So that is one thing I'd recommend. But just know that I am proud of you. And I'm not saying this as of, do not overshare and do not be you openly and freely. Do not quiet yourself for anybody. If anything, be even louder. Be a louder bitch. Be more intense when you're speaking. Do all that. Just know what you're saying and who it's affecting and what's actually going on in the situation around you, and know when and what room you need to be loud in. Okay? But I also hope you guys know I really did try to slow my talking down for this video. I hope it did help. What else to say? Follow the Did I Overshare Instagram. Follow Did I Overshare TikTok. I post on both of those. And yeah, this audio will be up on YouTube. Please leave a rating and a review if you feel so inclined. I love to hear back from you. And if you listen to my episodes, post it. Post it on Instagram and tag me. Please, I want to repost it. Please, I see you guys listening. Please let me know what you're listening on, what you're listening to, how you feel about the episode. And I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful, easy, blessed February. Happy early Valentine's. I wish you guys could all be my Valentine, and when I'm a millionaire, I will send you guys all some roses. I love you guys so much. Bye.